illegal immigrant. Yeah, guys, hold on to your seats. This is going to be shocking. But a new story has come up that there was an illegal immigrant, a Colombian woman living illegally in the United States, living under stolen identity for 2 decades, improperly received $400,000 of taxpayer money in various assistance. Aaron, she also voted in the 2024 presidential election. I'm told this is not happening. So this is clearly the first case of this we've ever seen, and more. There's no way that more will continue to come out as the Trump administration digs its heels in. But, how shocked are you?
Oh, I'm shocked. I'm in disbelief. I can't imagine how this. I think there are a few things here. First, I was trying to figure out what city she voted in. Right, that would be very interesting. What state this is happening in? We know this is happening across the country, but we're told first that it's not happening. Then now that the story is coming out, and I'm to your point, I'm certain that hundreds or thousands more stories and more examples like this are going to come out, and we will transition into the it's not happening to it's a good thing that it's happening. That's what the left likes to do once we actually discover this. I would say, though, the most shocking part of the article when I was looking at this was that she also had a real ID. Do you know how hard it is to get for a citizen of the United States to get a real ID right now? I know there is a trend on social media about how difficult it is. I want to know how she got a real ID when actual citizens cannot.
Yeah, that's a good point. The real ID, no, that's the legit one. You can't screw around with that one. And again, we got to stop terrorism because that was put in place 25 years ago. Yeah, Stephen Gardner, what I think is interesting here is the extent to which this lady was stealing from the public and doing all this sort of stuff. My concern, and I'm wondering if you share a similar concern, is the people that aren't so out and proud and stealing almost $500,000 from the American taxpayer kind of still sliding under the radar there and voting in elections and getting, benefits that they shouldn't otherwise have. How many of these people do you think we're out there?
There's got to be hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, I thought this was Letitia James at first. that the hat, trying to. Yeah, we got to make sure we have the right photo of people. But I want to be very cautious because it's racist to talk about IDs and elections in the same sentence. American citizens that can go to concerts and open bank accounts. To ask them to get an ID to vote, that would be really hard. But here's an illegal immigrant milking the American taxpayer for $400,000, and she manages to get an ID. Tells me maybe it's not that hard to get an ID after all. But, I used to do financial planning before becoming big on YouTube, and the average American earns around $2 million in their lifetime and has nowhere near $400,000. So the fact that she was able to steal $400,000 from the American people. This lady is an exceptional con artist. We've also got to get her out of the country. This is just ridiculous.
My guess is the Democrats would be fleeing to that country to go visit this brave citizen who may possibly be Letitia James, because she was defrauding the Section 8 housing system. Letitia James is accused of defrauding the loan system in the houses. Who knows? We actually maybe that's the case.